What's up, everybody? This is Tanner. Welcome back to the Trade Thrive podcast. And today I want to talk to you about one of my A players. Found out that he might be looking for another job. And I want to tell you how I handled that situation. And if this happens to you, hopefully you can take what I have learned and what I did and implement it in your own business so you can keep your A players in the game.
The big question you need to ask yourself every day is, do I own a job or do I own a business? And unfortunately, the majority of contractors out there own a job. That's right, they're a slave to their own business. But the other side of the fence is so much greener, it's so much better, and that's when you're finally fully in control of your destiny, your freedom, your time. And that's what Contractor Secrets is about. It's about taking back our time, building a business with systems, standards, values, procedures, putting yourself in the driver's seat. And that's what it's about. So I'm excited. I'm happy to have you here. Let's dive into the Contractor Secrets podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Trade Thrive podcast. This is your host, Tanner, and today I want to talk to you about an interesting situation that came up, and I want to relay this to you because there's a couple points of emphasis that I want to hit on to make sure that you know how important this sort of thing really is. So I have an A player on my team. I mean, he's great, just on time. Customers love him. You know, he's clean, courteous, just an awesome guy. And I'm really thankful. And, if you guys have followed me for any amount of time, you know how how appreciative of my team. I think your team members are the greatest asset of any company. That's why, I spend so much time on hiring and it's just so important to have guys that you can trust, bringing the vision to life for your customers. So anyway, so A player, and I always kind of check in, with my managers. Hey, how's everyone doing? What's anyone, is anyone talking about, maybe find another job, or if they, one of my managers brought it to my attention that this A player had mentioned that, he might be looking to get another job. And, I'm the type of guy that if it's a step up, I encourage it. I want them to grow. I want them to succeed in whatever endeavor. And he's young. So for him, I totally encourage, any sort of project or any sort of job that helps him excel in whatever he wants to make his career out of. Now, listen, I'm not ignorant to the idea that if he ever wanted to make a career out of what we do, and obviously that would maybe mean a salary position as a project manager or whatever, hey, I'd be very thankful and I would totally embrace that. But he's a young guy, so he probably wants to do things that he at one point was passionate about, and who am I to talk? I mean, that's how I was. I always had that dream, that vision of bigger and better. So what I did was I just kind of took it upon myself. I gave him a call and I just said, hey, man, listen, I kind of heard that you might have been looking for something else. First, I just want to say I'm incredibly thankful for all your hard work, man. And just wanted to hear it from you, man. I just wanted to know what you were thinking and, just get an idea so I can prepare. So he kind of let me know that he was thinking about doing CDL. He was going to, just get a CDL license. And, the most important thing I wanted to identify was this a financial move or was this a career move? And I pretty much did that so I can see if I could step in and maybe give him a raise to stop him from doing that if it was purely a financial move. If it was a career move, I told him straight up. I said, look, man, if this is a career move, this is something that you're wanting to do for a career, I totally encourage you. I embrace it, man. Do your thing. I'm thankful for the time that you've been here. I encourage that next move for you. But if this is a financial move, listen, I want to give you a raise. And it's well-deserved. You're phenomenal. You're a great asset to our company. And I'd like to see if I can keep you around a little longer so you can focus on whatever that next step is for you career-wise. If it's going to school to get a degree to do something and you want to work here while you do that, I don't want it to be a financial move that is in place of this so you prolong what you really want to do. So, this kind of circles back in terms of like leadership. And for me, it's like, it's really important. There's two things that you should have, I would say, as one of your main focal points in your business. Number one, you got to know your numbers. I knew ahead of time that I could give him a raise. And that's important because some of us who see that we're paying out a lot of money in payroll, but you really don't know what your margins are, that could be intimidating to you. You're like, man, I don't know if I can afford a raise. And at the surface, like if you looked at my payroll, you'd be like, holy smokes, like how do you think you can give him a raise? Well, I know what his team produces, and I know what the hourly labor percentage is for his crew. And I know that we have enough of a margin to give him a raise. And that's fine. Great. I would rather give somebody who is that solid. Now, look, is he the best painter we have? No. But I plugged him into a system that allows him to grow as a painter, and he's great with people, and he is reliable. That is worth paying more money for. So instead of me having to find some person out there, I would rather invest in the people that I have that are A players. So the first thing is, guys, knowing what your costs are. The second thing is you have to be invested in the visions and the dreams of your team members. If you started a business, you're a dreamer. If you're listening to this and you're an entrepreneur, you are a dreamer, you're a visionary, you're somebody that has goals you set for yourself. What's different than you and everyone else? You took action on it. And that doesn't mean that the people under you can't take action. Maybe it's just not the time for them to do so. But if you sit down with every one of your team members, I guarantee they have a goal. They have a vision. Now, the vision can either be external or internal. By external, I mean it could be outside of your organization. If it's internal, that could be a vision that they have to grow within your organization. Okay. Your job is to try to create as much opportunity for people to have vision inside of your company. And you're going to gauge that. The longer you do this, the longer that you're going to be able to see. But my suggestion is invest in finding out what the heck is going on with your team members, especially your A players. Ask your managers, hey, man, has anyone mentioned that they might be, thinking about finding another job? And if I didn't ask that question, okay, I could have lost one of my A players. Now, I told him to get back to me on Friday. I didn't want to put him on the spot, but it gives him something to think about, and that's fine. But if I didn't ask that question, I could have lost one of my A players. I could have just been ignorant, especially with me being out of the field. But I'm so invested in just finding out, like, what's going on, man. I just want to make sure that you feel valued. I want to make sure that you love coming to work. How can I help you? And like I said, if it's a career move, go for it, man. I'm a dreamer too. But if it's a financial move, I think I can help you, and I want to keep you around for as long as I can because you're such a great asset to the company. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ever worked for somebody, but if somebody came up to me and said that, I'd be like, man, I love working for this guy. He's really got my best interest in mind because I want him to go to school. Like if he has something that is bigger than driving trucks or whatever it is that he was thinking about doing, I encourage that. Like it's awesome. I want him to say, man, I started out at premium painting, and that's cool. It is what it is. I don't have this need to control or to and I didn't come with that angle. It wasn't the angle of, control or manipulation or just like, oh, I need you to stay. Like that's, it was just kind of like acceptance that, hey, I understand that there's other opportunities out there. I understand you can make more money, but at least give me the opportunity. Give yourself the opportunity to, help someone in an area like that. So, and it's good, guys like that are the guys you want. You want people that strive for more in your team. You want people that strive for more, and this is going to be a second raise, but he deserves it, and that's cool. Whatever. I'll sell more jobs. That's my job is to create a stronger business structure to be able to pay people very well. Good people. That's what makes us different. That's why we almost have 300 5-star reviews because of the people. The people are everything. And as a business owner, you should really focus on the people. Stop worrying about hiring the best painters. You could train people how to paint. You hire the best people, and you're going to really be happy. So that's my advice today. I hope you got something out of this. It was something I wanted to just jump on here. I didn't do a video on this because I wanted to come from the heart. I really want this to resonate with you. If you're listening to this, I want you to really just focus on your team, focus on your guys. Think about what can you do to make their dreams, their visions come true, whether it's a financial vision or a career vision. If it's a career vision, help them get to the next stage, move on, and wish them well. I've done that, and it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Don't be that guy that suppresses people, because I think everything comes around, and if you operate that way, you'll get good people that come in. Maybe you can say, hey man, do you have a recommendation for us for replacement? And if you operate like that, do you know how motivated they'll be to find a perfect replacement for you? So everything comes full circle. Don't be that guy. So, all right, guys. Anyway, doing websites now. So if any of you guys need a redesign on your website, give me an opportunity, please. If you go on your website on your phone and it looks choppy, it's kind of like a deterrent. So if you have people that are searching for your services and they come across your website and it's choppy, it's not really professional on the phone, guys. We're talking mobile now. Everything's switching over. Actually, this is the first year, or last year was, where mobile searches outdid desktop searches, which means it's just going to continue to go that way. Everyone's searching for things on their phone. So if they come across a website and it's your website and it doesn't look good on the phone, number one, Google's going to penalize you, so it'll drop you in the rankings. But number two, your customer might exit. It's kind of like having a salesperson on like the sales floor that doesn't like know how to sell to people who come in through the phone. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, go to TradeThrive.com. Put in a request. You can see some of our previous work. We're just knocking them out, very affordable, and really just trying to help you just, get rid of that hurdle of trying to find somebody to build you a website. Guys, hopefully you trust me by now. I have a great team that does this. We're super on it. I'll work with you personally. So just head over there, put in a request. I'll reach out to you. I'll send you a text or a call, and we'll take care of it. Thank you for listening, guys. Have a good day. Hey, I just want to take a second to thank you for joining me here on the Contractor Secrets podcast. I'm just going to take this opportunity to let you know that my passion is coaching people, helping people. I've changed my Instagram name to @contractorcoach, and I did that because that is my passion. I want to help you. So please reach out to me. If you have an issue going on in your business, send me an email. Find me on Instagram, message me, and let's do a breakthrough session. I want to work through your problems in your business to help you get to that next level. And one thing that I always say is this, the difference between those that get over the humps and the hurdles in business is just a change in perspective. And that's what I plan to offer you. So get with me, message me, allow me to help you take your business to the next level.